Hello, my name is Claire Langton Yanowitz, and I'm an attorney at the Yanowitz Law Firm. And today I'm going to talk to you about 4 easy steps that you can take to protect your loved ones. The first step you can take is you can write down your passwords. People have so many things online that are important these days. They have bank accounts, they have Google Drive accounts, they have their photos online, they have Facebook presence. And at death, if people don't have access to these accounts, that can create problems. For example, a lot of times people upload all of their photos to the cloud. So they're being stored maybe in Google Drive, Google Photos, and nobody has access to that at death if you don't share your password. Now, Google and Facebook actually both allow you to put beneficiaries on your account. So in Google, if you don't log into your account for a period of time, the beneficiary of your account will receive notice, and then the beneficiary can receive whatever part of your Google account you want them to have. So for example, maybe I want to give my aunt access to my Google Drive account at my death because I have all of my pictures uploaded there. However, I don't want to give her access to my Gmail account. When I list her as a beneficiary, I can indicate what part Google will give her. With the Facebook beneficiary, you can allow the beneficiary to turn your account into a memorial account at your passing, or they can delete you from having a profile on Facebook. The second really important step you can take is to write down where your assets are. I frequently meet with clients every year, family members, and a loved one passes away maybe suddenly, and the children have no idea where mom and dad have all their money. And it can be very difficult to track down where all their accounts are, especially if they're getting electronic statements for all their accounts and we can't get into their email. We don't have access to those statements. So it can be helpful to make an inventory of where all your assets are, so that if you were to suddenly pass away, your family could refer to that inventory to determine where to start collecting your assets. If this sort of thing isn't in place, it can be extremely difficult to track down lost property. There's a mechanism through the state of Minnesota to look for unclaimed property, but it is an extremely long route to take to be able to claim lost property, and it is by no means a good route to go. A third important step you can take is to make a plan for your pets. So many animals are euthanized every year when their owners pass away because there isn't a plan in place on who is going to take their dogs, their cats, some of people's most prized possessions. So it's good to think about if there is a good person to take your animals in the event you're not able to care for them. And then to talk to that person, maybe to have a backup if that person's unable to take them. It's also something to consider on whether you want to give that person a cash gift. The cash can defray the expenses of taking care of your animals. It can also act as a sign of gratitude for taking in your pets. So that can be a wonderful, wonderful gift you can give to your animals, is to make a plan. The fourth important step you can take to protect your loved ones is to have a plan in place. This is really important, to sign a will and a trust on who will receive your property at death. because it ensures that your property is going to pass in accordance with your wishes. It can also allow you to nominate who's going to be in charge at your death to pay your final bills, to file your final income taxes, to collect your property, and then to distribute it out the way you want it. Having an estate plan, a will and trust is so important for even families with younger children, because a will allows you to nominate a guardian for your children. So in the event that you're not able to care for your children, who will? And under a will, you can indicate who that will be by saying this person will be a guardian. Even if a family doesn't have much means, it still can be very important to have an estate plan in place so that a guardian can be nominated. Thank you so much for listening today about these 4 steps to protect your loved ones. At the Yanowitz Law Firm, we've drafted hundreds of estate plans for families in many different circumstances, and we'd love to help draft yours as well. Click on the appointment button on our website to schedule an appointment to meet with us to see how we can better help protect your family. Thank you.